All right, top players. What was this says? Top players hate this new DBFZ patch. Oh my lord! All right, let's see this. Why do top players hate the new DBFZ patch? DBFZ is officially in the I probably won't enter at majors category of a game for me. It used to be fun side game, but this is basically an actual an abomination. He says, LMAO, why can't you do special cancel in Sparking now? What are they doing with this game? Bro, I don't even know what to say about this patch. If anyone wants to say this patch is for the betterment of DBFZ and this is a good thing and this is the best game has been since Cell and Blue Vegeta are nerf and everyone else is buff, I don't know what to say anymore. Okay, dude, what is this DBFZ patch? This DBFZ patch made by Shoyu. As someone who only played DBZ Season 1, what have they done to this game? They turned into Mugen. This can't be real. I think this patch is so lit, man. But all right, let's see. Hold up. Okay, Nitro. Let's see if Nitro cooks. Does Nitro cook? This game is ass.
Hey YouTube, this video is going to be about the recent Dragon Ball Fighterz patch. As you can tell from the title, it is not a patch that is received positively by the community, mostly the pro players that are currently playing. So
let me see. Low-key people just farming engagement through negativity on a trending topic. Not Nitro necessarily, but if you ain't played since Season 1, like why you inputting bad shit? I mean, people are just like, there's so many people that are just, they're so pessimistic. Like they're never content. They're never satisfied. I'm not saying that this applies to Nitro. There's a lot of players that like, they're so pessimistic. They're so negative. Any change, any little anything that they change or do or want to change about the game is always received in a negative light. It has constantly been like that for the last 3-4 years. Like it's always like, oh, we got this now, terrible. Oh, we got this now, even more terrible. Oh, like there's always a constant negativity fuming around this game, and it's, I don't know. I'm just sick of it. But let me see this.
For example, I'm just gonna use him as an example because he made a recent tweet that is very understandable, but I feel like needed to be talked about. Inzum says,
sorry to everyone who wanted to see me play in the World Tour, but I'm not competing.
This edit is pretty lit.
If they don't. As is it right now, I have zero motivation to even turn on the game, let alone compete. I was hopeful this patch could be a step in the right direction, but I guess not. Maybe I'll keep making content for the game. Hopefully that could make the game a little more enjoyable to play. But I'm not too sure.
A lot of other players also don't like it. They think the patch is very chaotic.
See, I hear that from Enzo, like he says that, but like I don't know how true it is. I really do feel, I like the editing. The editing was cool. Like I can still see Enzo competing. Maybe this is how he feels right now, but knowing how Enzo is, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back on his word and ends up competing in the World Tour Finals. I would not be surprised. If he figures out what he likes to do and he can actually enjoy the patch or find a way to enjoy it, I don't think he's going to give up a free opportunity to be a World Tour champion. Not a free opportunity, but the potential chance to be a World Tour champion. I don't think he's just going to throw it away. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I wouldn't be surprised if he figures out a team that he likes, that he enjoys competing in at a high level, that he will go back to it and actually like do it and compete with it, because it's still what, two months away from the actual fight, like from the World Tour. Like there's still time to explore. So we'll see.
Very disgusting to let's look at in general, right? Obviously there are people
I agree with you on that
positively, where it's just, you know, they like the changes, the characters playable, so on and so forth. But I'm gonna explain why it is received negatively. So the neutral in the game, right? The neutral was mostly, it wasn't really like calm in the sense, but it wasn't as chaotic as it currently is. So the neutral was more so jumping around, super jump floating, stuff like that.
It's been like this for a minute, though. Super jump floating, it's been like this for a while.
Move around your opponent, move around your assist. But Currently, especially with this recent change, neutral has become a lot more chaotic, a lot harder to control, which I've heard from a decent amount of players. Things have just been harder to deal with in general, because a lot of normals now go full screen. Now a lot of the special moves now also go full screen, and a lot of the projectiles in the game are whiff cancelable. Trunks, for example, or
Okay. So all right, let me mention that, right? Like those normals, like for example, Gogeta, those normals have been like that for a long time now, a couple years now. Truthfully, the full screen mediums, the full screen special moves, the full screen EX layer going into like that's actually been in the game for a while now. It actually has been in this game for a couple years, truthfully, and it's obvious since season 4. Like, yeah, it's been like a year, whatever. It's been in the game for a long time. It's been in the game for a long time, and the fact that Bandai, Arc says whatever, it's not that they're doing something different. They're doing the same thing that they have been doing, and that's doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down, quintupling down. Like they've just been doing it over and over again. And so at this point, it's no longer a surprise. This is just the direction that they wanted to go. They wanted to just continue doing this. Chung's getting a full, like, ever since Gogeta got that pretty much 3/4 full screen 2M, Bears got that full screen 2M, are we really as surprised that Trunks gets a full screen 3M? Are we really as surprised at this point? I'm not surprised. It was like, oh, look, they made Trunks 2M go full screen now. Cool. Like, I'm not as surprised anymore by it. Because it's what to expect. That's what they've been doing. It's not like they said, hey, we're going to go. Like, they never put it in a way they were like, oh no, we're not going to do this. They've been doing this for a long time now. It's just accept it for what it is. If you like it, play. If you don't like it, keep it pushing.
Or Gogeta, we can use either one, have full screen normals. 5H from Gogeta or Trunks' 3M, now a new normal, are now all going full screen. Gogeta's Rekka is also going full screen, which
full screen is
his mix-up tool, so that is obviously pretty insane. Which at some ranges he can jail with beam, so you do like a beam Rekka, and
like this change is crazy. I think this change is a bit strong for Gogeta. It is really, really strong, but like it's beatable. It's not unbeatable. Like that beam is pretty slow from full screen.
You can how fast with beam, so you do
from full screen is a 27 frame, so it's a little reactable. I mean, obviously, like a lot of Gogeta players, they'll catch you as you're falling down and stuff like that to jail you down to the ground and to mix, blah blah blah. Like it is strong. I'm not gonna downplay it. It is strong. Does he need it? Probably not. He was good without it. But the fact that he has it now, it is scary. Does it deter some players? Yeah, sure. But it's like, are you surprised by it? I think that's the main thing. Are you truly surprised by the changes? You know what I mean? Having a few characters with full screen number is different from everyone having it. If everybody has it, then is it a problem? If only the top tiers had it and the lower tiers didn't, is that a problem? Like, is there a balance? Is it better if nobody has full screen normals? Like, I would be okay with it if it was that first patch when they introduced the full screen normals. If you was to complain about it then, I'll give you that, right? Because you're like, whoa, we've been playing with like footsies, but Dragon Ball never really was known for footsies per se, right? But we've been playing like this for such a long time now that it's like, are you surprised? I don't think you should be surprised anymore. It's like, oh look what they did this time. It's not, to me, it's not new.
Like a beam Rekka, and that would all jail, or it would frame trap from full screen, which is obviously pretty insane. Another thing is the beam whiff cancels, right? The beam whiff cancels were all given, all beams were given to it. So Krillin, Trunks, they all had that like last patch. But
they made it more into now everybody has it, like Banshee Blast, yeah.
With his split finger shot, you guys all know that move, can now be canceled with the super dash.
Beam whiff cancels are horrible. It is horrible, but it's punishable. It's very, very. Is it strong? Sure, but is it punishable? Yes. It's not like it's this has counterplay to it. This still has counterplay to it, because if you whiff beam and you super dash like a bot, you're getting 2H into death, right? But if you hit the beam and you super dash from full screen, it doesn't jail. Not many beams jail from full screen super dash. I can't even remember if there's one that consistently jails. I think maybe Kefla Orb. I don't know. I have to go back and look, but there's counterplay. There's counterplay.
Important to know this,
but I don't think it's a good thing, but there is counterplay. If there was no counterplay, that would be a bigger issue. Not necessarily
true full screen, but almost full screen, and it definitely frame traps from at least 50%. So that's incredibly important. considering how hard it is to avoid that move in general and how low recovery he has.
Yeah.
But the fact that he can even do it on whiff is pretty insane because it's really hard to whiff that move. But if you do whiff it, you kind of could just max super dash, and if the opponent's not ready, just get hit for it.
Yeah, that's on the opponent though. The opponent has to be aware when the player does a beam like that.
Sparking.
They have to be ready.
Has now been changed. The fact that you can do a lot of cancels.
Okay,
on blocks.
this is the one thing from the patch that I don't necessarily agree with.
If I am
this,
16,
yeah,
I can do EX grab 214S, and the 214S is +8.
Yeah.
And the EX grab is 6 frames. So basically,
this I agree with. The main thing that I don't like about this current patch is actually the sparking change. This I actually dislike like all the way. It's cool. It adds a lot of creative combos and stuff, but I actually don't like this either. I actually don't like this change, the sparking change. This is by far like the one that's like the full screen mediums, heavies, whatever. That's one thing, but this sparking change is beyond me.
You get
this one is really
block
like
string from sparking when you're 16, but I don't even think that's the most broken part.
Yeah.
The most broken part is his damage output. His damage output
the chip damage is crazy,
incredibly higher because of the new routes he was given and the new cancels that he has. Because off of command grab, he can do at least 90 to 100% depending on what kind of super he routes into.
I have no other option. Yeah, this it kills, right?
Like,
this kills. 3.5K,
kind of insane. No, I think it is.
But like one of 16's biggest issues before that people constantly complained was like he didn't get a lot of damage off command grab, or before it was like hard knockdown, so they nerfed it. Like back in season 1, they nerfed it. Then it was like he didn't get enough damage, or then it was like he builds no bar. Like, is this the best change, the best fix that they could have done? No, probably not. But this is the change that they came up with that they thought was probably for the better, for the best. But I don't like this change. This change, I will 100% agree. I don't like this change. This one, I actually don't like. I think this enables a lot of chaos. There's other things in the game that enables chaos, but the sparking change, this enables a lot of chaos. It can steamroll very easily.
Also move on to look at Gogeta, Red Gogeta, of course, and see what he's doing on block against people, which he is doing a lot of cancels. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. You gotta go through this whole dude's whole.
Some characters having like
still not done
infinite block strings.
That's how crazy it is.
That is crazy. I agree. I don't like those.
I do also want to talk about the team fusions. Team fusions is
it's kind of absurd.
Incredibly like broken again. Like it's back on the field again. Basically, it's like the rebirth of Yasha.
The fusion seems to making a comeback. It's scary
because both fusions, aka Vegito and Gogeta, got buffed again, which they were already hard to beat right? Level 1. Now I believe, and of course other people also believe that this team is stronger than it was originally when it was originally found out by Yasha. So,
I don't know if this team is stronger now.
I
don't know if this team is stronger now or it was stronger back then. I'm not sure. It's only been a week, so I'm not sure and like which one is stronger yet. Right now it feels stronger, but it could be because we don't remember how it used to be because it's been a minute. But we gotta play more and see.
Obviously but if you look at the clips that I'm about to show you where Vegito throws his projectile and either gets a 50-50 or he's about to get 2H, but 78 of course comes to save the day.
This.
So
okay.
Things like that.
But that 17-8, that's been in the game. That's been in the game for a while. 17-8 has been in the game for a long time. So at least other characters are strong now, so it's not bad. It's not so bad. It is bad, but it's like I said, there's a couple of things I just flat out don't agree with. But overall, like characters being able, lower tier characters being able to be playable now, I like that. I'm happy
for. Are a big reason, a big thing.
There's more character diversity, you know.
Another thing we should talk about is the strength level of Vegito. Vegito's strength level has probably gone up to Prime Labco's level, in my opinion.
Prime Labco?
That strong.
I don't know about Prime Labco. Prime Labco is crazy. Prime Labco was like this undisputed top 1. Debuff after every knockdown. Games last another 10 extra minutes.
Like,
I don't know,
you look at
man.
Vegeta,
Prime
Vegeta
lab
has
coat?
a new normal. It's 6S.
I
and
don't
another new normal,
know.
which is 3S. 6S and 3S now combo to each other, and both
Yeah,
stop Super Dash
Prime
and
lab
Burst
coat
at
was
the
just
time.
way too strong, man.
And that's pretty big because he kind of
Like I don't think Vegeta was ever into this. Not that I've been playing the game since forever, but I don't think there's ever been an actual consistent discussion where people are like, "Yo, we need to nerf, we need to ban lab coat from the game." Not ban lab coat, ban Vegeta from the game. People have constantly said like, "Yo, we need to ban lab coat or GT even," but Vegeta, that's never actually happened.
much from full screen other than shoot you, but now that he gets a combo from full screen, he is doing a lot more than shooting you. You know, like he's
People
he's
never actually,
hitting you
from
for a
my
lot
knowledge,
of
people never
damage.
actually want to
Not
ban
even talking
Vegeta.
about how his combo routing or like the way he hits you is now considerably better than
Because
before.
his asses was the problem.
Now
not
it's
him.
just a lot
Like his
to deal
assist.
with, especially behind.
Vegeta's a strong character. Like
considering how broken
the
that assist is,
5M
it's even
from
more
Vegeta,
broken
they had to
now,
nerf it.
considering
Like that 5M from
all the
Vegeta was
characters
crazy.
that are going to use it are even better than they were before. Another thing that's very important is the fact that level 1s are now invo.
Oh, 4
and that is
frames,
across the
yeah.
board. Level 1s are 4 frame info, and
I think this is a good change.
big reason that's crazy is because Krillin and Gogeta are both going to do a zero on block normal.
I think this
gonna do
is.
super, and it's gonna beat your jab because it is 4 frame info.
I think
And
the
that on a
frame
super
4 change is
across
really
the
good
entire-
because it puts it in line with everybody else who has a reversal. So now everyone is equal at a bar, right? Everyone has a reversal per se. Everyone can reversal level 1. Like you don't. They're buffing defense in a way. They're buffing defense while also buffing offense, which is the spark. But so many characters build so much bar now, blah blah blah. Like the meter gain is kind of like whatever, because everybody pretty much builds hella bar in this game. Or you have a character on your team that just builds infinite meter for you, like 17 for example. That's a common character. But I think everybody having a frame 4 reversal, I don't think is the worst thing in the game, but it's something to look out for now. But like in the week that I've been playing since the patch been out, I haven't really experienced a lot of, oh damn, I just got 4 frame reversal, because you treat those options the same way you treat like reversal level 1s, DPs, wake up level 3, frame 4s. Like you treat them more or less the same. You dash block, you bait it. Like, it's kind of the same, and it's super punishable. The one thing that's good is like you can save DHCs if your team has them. That's a good thing.
It's pretty big,
But it costs you meter, right?
the
So you
Clash
put yourself in the meter
RPS is kind of
deficiency.
way more annoying, and not to mention that with the LATEC, I don't have a clip for that, but with the LATEC and
The LATEC
you
4
know,
frames,
just
that's been
mashing
in the
it
game for a long time.
blockchain
Weight
after
abuse is
reflect,
that.
it's incredibly hard to deal with because all frame 4s are just inherently hard to deal with, especially with 30 frames of wake up timing.
Yeah. But the LATEC,
So,
been like
basically,
that for a
throughout all
while.
those reasons, I do understand why.
Yo,
his
Cynical,
guys
thank you
made
for the
this
follow,
decision.
man. I appreciate it, gang. Welcome. There's really a rotor for a Mugen game. I ain't trying for DBZ at all. This is probably a sick drinking game now, though.
He is now like just sticking straight to content. We'll see what he does in the future. Maybe he might come around to this patch.
I got this DBFZ shit. I'm
Maybe
good.
other players might come around to this patch. If you want my personal opinion,
You're telling me DBZ doubled down for the 50th time in the last 4 years? No way, dude. That's crazy. Like, I know this is a trolly tweet, kind of serious, but not really. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. But, like, are you surprised that they did it again? They showed you who they are. Believe them. It's just like anybody else. If a person shows you who they are, just believe them. Just believe who they are.
I'm not that enthusiastic.
Steve
as
hasn't
looking at
played
this
Dragon Ball
patch,
seriously for
but I do think
in a
it'll
couple
be
years.
pretty interesting as a spectator game, but I don't think I could ever compete in it myself. But that's
I mean, this is a nice way possible. This patch was meant for the Reddit DBFZ community. I mean, Nitro says he probably will never compete again. We'll see how true that is. We probably see him at TSO next week. You feel me? We probably see him in an offline tournament. Maybe not traveling, but locally, we'll probably still see it.
That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little explanation I did. I want to keep trying to do more.
This just
content
doesn't look
like
fun,
this.
man.
And adios.
I do think like overall like final thoughts. Is the game different? Yes. Do you have to accept the changes? No. That's I'm very big on. If you don't like how something is, if you don't like a game, you can just stop playing the game. You're not forced, which is the important thing. If you're forced to play is one thing, but if you're not forced to play a specific game, you can just let go of it and let everybody else who does enjoy the game, let them play it. I don't think there's an issue with that. If you enjoy it, play it. If you don't enjoy it, don't play it. Don't force yourself to play a game you don't enjoy. If you're constantly gonna complain, bash, and be upset, don't play the thing that causes you to feel that way. Just keep it pushing. There's no issue with that. If they go the opposite direction, people are gonna say it's boring. But notice how like this is like it's only been a week, right? But there's a lot of times there's a lot of times where people are just like, how you say it? There's a lot of times throughout the week that I've realized that people are like, wow, I can actually play my favorite character again. My favorite character is viable. My favorite character is finally viable. You feel me? Like it's more. A lot of the characters that were low tier, they're finally high enough or they're good enough to be played at a high level in actual competition and actual high level tournament gameplay. Just like what I did. I'm saying, like, if you don't enjoy the game, just don't play the game, and that's fine. Let everybody else who enjoys it, let them play. You can say whatever you want, but you don't have to constantly. Because I know this may sound like more like a rant, but I do feel like a lot of times, how you say, what kills this game or other games in general are the communities itself. Maybe the patch, sure, maybe the patches cause some damage to said games, but a lot of times it feels like the community ruins the game more than the actual patch, and that's just unfortunate. I think that's highly unfortunate. I'm not saying that you can't speak negatively. It's just like every time you boot up the game, you're just like, wow, this game is ass. Wow, this game sucks. Wow, this like, you know what it is. Don't boot it up if you feel that way constantly. Just leave it alone then. Just go away, say goodbye, and leave it alone. And that's that. It's just, I don't know. The only thing that's gonna kill this game for me is the huge match. Yeah, see, like now that's a real thing. The matchmaking right now not being able to work, that's a real issue. That's actually a real issue. That's a real issue. Not being able to play with your friends, that's a real issue. That's a very real issue. Not being able to matchmake, not being able to play casuals, rank mode, lobbies, arena match, like that's a big bug right now that would actually smoke the game. That's a legitimate 100%. Us, the players, we can't find a shortcut for that. We trying, but we can't. What? Parsec maybe, but things in the game like beam, super dash, you can beat those options. Those options have things that you can beat them. Me not connected to my friend, there's no options that beat that. I can't. There's literally just no way for me to be able to play with you. I'm sorry. Hey, yo, you want to play, bro? Yeah, East Coast side, yeah, come through. I am here. I can't join your lobby. Oh, restart your game. Okay, I still can't join your lobby. Restart your Steam. Okay, I still can't join your lobby. Let's try again tomorrow. Like, that's not okay. That's a huge problem with the DBFZ scene. So many fellas that clearly hit the game but stick around. Yeah, it's like, if you don't like it, just drop it. Somebody else will come through and pick it up. The game, for a fighting game, still having what, like 2,000 active players on PC at least. I don't know how many on console, but for like having still like 2,000 consistent active players that play every single day, is it a lot? No. For a fighting game, it's a good amount, but it's something at the end of the day, you know. But I don't know. We all think differently now. I guess we can leave it there. We all see the game. We all think about the game differently. We all feel differently about it, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So.